YouTube, welcome to Upside DIY. This is the tool bag. It's not painted. And I'm fitting it to the size of most of these bags. So I've got a big piece there. I'm also, like on the sides, also needs cardboard. I'm kind of recommending that if I build another one of these. And then there's just finding the middle of the duffel bag right there, and this is going to have pretty much walls to show you guys. Kind of like the bottom part is really shallow. That's one thing that I wasn't sure about, but now I'm pretty sure. But it's got kind of some casters. And then it's got a nice big inside mesh type of small bag, which is pretty nice. Stereo deck or something would definitely fit in here. Like even if I had like a DJ stereo deck or something, would definitely fit in here. A keyboard could fit in here. You know, just to have a real organized. Or add some more liquid nail things better. It seems like it can. Pair it. So I'm just going to use a spray bottle and clean that up. So like a wet cloth could be really useful, even a toothbrush. So I'm going to try to get those out. So I've got extra spray bottles too, so I can spray down, and I've got the rag kind of ready, and just kind of dry clean a little bit. Really good item, a rare item, I would say, for being different and pretty much, you know, added value to my channel. And basically now getting it ready. Upside DIY, we'll just do an update of my DIYs, finishing up. This, I thought I was finished the wood that I needed for this top shelf. So I'm going to clear up a lot of stuff on the shelf. I'm putting stuff into boxes, like cardboard boxes mainly. So this is what it looks like. It's 14 and a half. I only need probably like 13 and a half. But the length was perfect. It matches the wood grain on the shelf. So really glad this came in. I could really do a lot with it because I'm going to be stacking boxes up. And some more of the cool DIY pickups, some cardboard. And I tested a couple pieces and with the duffel bags that I'm fixing. And then just plastic tote with random DIY stuff that I just want to show off, kind of to let you guys see some of the supplies and how I handle some things. This just kind of needs to dry right here. I have a hair dryer, but the hair dryer starts. I was gluing the duffel bag and basically had extra epoxy, so I used it to just glue on some nuts and bolts. This one could DIY. So here's the front. I started off making just the dimensions, and then I added some like extra. Welcome to Upside DIY. These are some of my dental supplies that I've been stocking up. And I guess I'll show you some of the electrical stuff that I'm working on right now. So I'm getting ready to tint the motor side, and then I'm probably going to tape down the connector. Most people will straighten or, you know, make those solders a little better before or after. I'm choosing after just because it's running or as spare and backup and just clearing out some space, and if I have some free time, I'll be fixing bicycles. Practically finished with this duffel bag. It's actually a DJ case. The bag has a big the Amazon Fire tablet, and this Amazon, well, it just doesn't power on, so I might have some footage of that. But I got the wooden panel is going to be for the top shelf. The cardboard is going to be for any extra suitcases and other random stuff like some of my dental templates, skateboard templates inside of a small box. So yeah, here's kind of like the templates. So after finishing a lot of stuff, I decided to start trying to get into dental repairs, and I already have some of these clear ones, but they're kind of bare. Well, I basically got more familiar, basically, with the process of making these mold. I've been thinking about it for maybe 3 or 4 months, this and that, and I just basically made a small ruler for the gum line. So the gum line, and then I'm basically I made a template, but I kind of measured that. I already had the middle template just from a tracing of, so it didn't really so it's going to have like a border, like a gum for, and then down here it's going to have some hollows, you know, a way to just be able to mold and make an impression. And then, so I just measured at different sides, you know, just drew a straight line. And the larger, that's just bubble gum, I guess. Some will be to fill in gaps in the teeth. And then the other is just going to be like a sidewall. It's going to be smushed down, so I could actually like fill that in first with probably epoxy. Epoxy works pretty good with bubble gum. It starts to harden. Where that is, I could actually fill that in. So just you know, and then there's going to be a gum line and stuff, because when you fill it in, you're also duplicating any types of gum lines and things like that within the mold. And basically the material of the mold, I'm going to wrap it in like a plastic wrap, you know, similarly straight as what my new experience and details are. It's missing some spaces here and there, and also with the new stuff I could plot out where I need to cut specific lines for certain angles and things like that, and just going by the basic straight lines would be pretty is efficient enough. Basically, it doesn't, the bubble gum is going to, or the mold is going to do most of these. So these templates aren't really as good as what I'm going to be making next. So stay tuned to finish up some work first, and then I could, you know, clear out that box. Plastic one there, you know, there's all types of different cassettes that I found, and here's the fire, and it doesn't power on. So I gotta get this ready to fix it. So basically here's the fire, and it doesn't power on. I mean, I kept charging the battery, had it in like a 1 amp charger, and then it wouldn't charge up. I'm separating the hard cases, or the hard cassettes, from the clear plastic one. They're, you know, put like DJ equipment in it, but I'm not trying to be a DJ. It's just too expensive, you know. And just this part of the duffel bag, be able to just have tools, probably tools, you know, and then I might be able to lock it up and stuff like that with padlocks. Then I've been organizing a few boxes and having a lot of progress with organizing boxes and small hand tools, or even DIY tray or whatnot. Could make whatever I feel like. I could add a pen or some scissors, which is kind of, or I had a box. It's actually in this larger box. But yeah, I kind of organized a few things, and started to, figure out a few of these, how I'm going to store a few things. But yeah, I'm going to be taking apart an Amazon Fire 7. So I'm going to kind of most likely get a few tools ready and stuff. So because the battery probably went out or it doesn't power on. But like I mentioned, I'm actually going to collect like just stuff that stands out and stuff. And this is kind of like the only box like this. So, and then I've got the items or something like that in there. I could move this roll around if I had to, once I get the tools in here, or maybe keep this actually for certain tools and storage. And then, which reminds me, I'm going to try to finish up this video. A lot of DIY updates, some old gloves that I have, so I can find a few holes up and then coat it with some lacquer thinner, paint it, and then coat it. So this is that rag that I used to coat the inside of that trunk with like a clear coat. And then now this rag that I was using, I took, I started to let it dry and stuff, and it looks pretty brand new. Like it was like 2-3, I've washed it a couple times. It was pretty clean, but it had stains and all types of other things on it, rips and things. So, and I did the same thing with a pair of socks. So I'm pretty much letting stuff dry up, and this started to harden, so I could use it as like an eraser or something like that. Then just a flash to other DIY. I installed the alarm, glued the suitcases. So, and my next DIY is actually trying to paint these gloves. So when I paint the suitcases, I'll be able to paint these gloves and get it prepped up and starting to pretty much yeah, next thing I'm gonna do, let this glue dry, but I'm gonna clean it up, and then but before cleaning it up, I'm gonna paint it. And while I'm painting it, I'm gonna be painting these gloves too. So I've got the paint kind of in here. All I need is pretty much like a pizza box or a plastic pair of denim jeans, and it's like right next to the glove. I could use some of this fabric to patch up, but the story with this fabric is it's actually dipped in lacquer, like a wood stain, and polish. And I also have sort out some things, and maybe I can find it. Is this sock, and it gets really hard, and then I'm gonna actually just use this for use whatever's in it, like a little small cleaning or scraping butter knife tool. And there's, so I'm gonna have to, not have to, and a cleaning tray, a toothbrush. Then just have other toothbrushes and soap where I could work with the gloves. So as a bit or brush lacquer thinner on it,